ओम येनात्मना विलीयन्ते उद्भवन्ति च वृत्तयः नित्यावगतये तस्मै नमोऽधीः प्रत्ययात्मने प्रमथ्यवज्रोपमयुक्तिसंवृतैः श्रुतेररातीन् शतशो वचोऽसिभिः ररक्षवेदार्थनिधिं विशालधीर् नमो यतीन्द्राय गुरोर्गरीयसे शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। उपदेश साहस्री अष्टादश अध्याय तत्त्वमसि प्रकरणम पेज नंबर 271। अकॉर्डिंग टू वेदांती, साक्षी चैतन्य when it illumines the buddhi pratyaya, then there is chidabhasa formation. This chidabhasa will be there in antakarana buddhi as well as buddhi vritti, buddhi pratyaya. So sometimes they make this distinction, difference between vritti and pratyaya. There is no hard and fast how people use it, but vritti is without chidabhasa, and pratyaya shabda vyavahara is done in particular in this chapter is when there is abhasa in it. Okay. Now, Nayayikas, they don't accept any Sakshi, and neither do Bauddhas. So, in 72nd shloka that we saw at the end, that Bauddhas, they say there is no other Sakshi different from other than Buddhi. Buddhi itself is everything, that is the Kshanika Vijnana. So, they also have this Pranti, and Pratyaya itself illumines itself. So Pratyaya is Grahya, Pratyaya is Grahaka. Illuminator and illumined, both are this Jnana Pratyayas, Kshanik Vijnana, according to them. On that now there is discussion. Yadi evam, after 72, Yadi evam, Pratyanam Grahakam Anyam Sthiram Anadritya प्रत्ययमेव ग्राह्य ग्राहकाकारं बौद्धा मन्यन्ते तर्हि तन्मतस्य अनुभवानुसारित्वात् आभास अनभ्युपगमे कथं ते निराकर्तव्या इति आशयेन स्वयूथ्यं पृच्छति. Swayuthya means somebody who is of swapaksha, but part of that. So somebody within Advaitin is now asking a guru that how do I refute these Bauddhas who do not accept any other Sakshi, but they say Vritti has Jnata and Jnaya, both aspects. Yadi evam pratyanam grahakam Anyam, Sthiram, Anadritya. Samsthirar means Kutastha. Grahaka, this Jnana Swarupa, Sakshi, different from Pratyaya. Anadritya, not giving respect to that, means not entertaining such thing. Pratyayam eva grahya grahakakaram Bauddhaha manyante. Pratyaya, these buddhi pratyayas, they themselves are grahya and grahaka. They have jnanam in them. Iti manyante tarhi tanmatasya anubhava anusaritvat. That mata is according to anubhava. Anubhava means you say their anubhava, then their conclusion. And I feel I am the knower, and I feel the thought is also known. My thought is known to me in this way. Anubhava anusaritvad. Abhasa anabhyupagame, and they don't accept any such thing called abhasa also. So Vedanti says there is Sakshi, then for Sakshi to express in Pratyas or in Vritti, there is Abhasa. Buddhas neither want Sakshi nor Chidabhasa. Katham te nirakartavya, how shall we refute them? Ashayana swayuthyam pruchati. Yadyevam nanyadrishyaste kintadvaranam Bhava bhavau hitesham yau nyanyagrahyau satayati. Yadyevam nanyadrishyaste kintadvaranam Bhava bhavau hitesham yau nyanyagrahyau satayati. Yadi evam te na anyadrishyaha, te pratyaha na anyadrishyaha, anyasya drishyaha. Kin tadvaranam uchyatam. This is the Swayuthya asking his guru. And some of our Advaitin are asking their teacher. Tadvaranam kim, how to refute them. Tesham yau na anyagrahyau bhava bhavau bhava bhavau sata. Then Vakya you will have to complete. Then kim abhasa kalpanaya. Means if they do not have second part of the Uttarardha of the shloka, Tesham pratyanam yau bhava bhavau na anyagrahyau sata yadi. Sata means even if they are there, bhava bhava, sata can mean two mean. Sata means sakshina. Okay, let's take that meaning. Sata sakshina, by the sakshi, if the bhava bhava of the pratyaya means presence and absence of those buddhi pratyayas, if they are not anyagrahya by some sakshi, which is sadrupa, sata sakshina bhava bhavau na anyagrahyau, then where is the question of chidabhasa? You did siddhi of chidabhasa, they don't even accept sakshi. This topic is very unique and it is now slowly getting little complex. As I had introduced in the beginning itself, after first 25 shlokas, things were little easy. And now, suddenly there is some thinking involved with these Nyaya Vaisheshika Mata, Bauddha Mata, etc. See Tika. What the question we should ask ourselves is, what difference does it make whether we accept Chidabhasa or not? Let us say there is no Chidabhasa. How does it matter? Why Bhagwan Bhashyakar has insisted on proving Chidabhasa? We already saw this earlier. Bandha moksha is actually existing in Chidabhasa, but they are superimposed in Atma, and Atma is the real entity. Therefore, Chidabhasa's Bandha moksha are to be shown in Atma. Bandha moksha are not directly shown in Atma. You have to have one illusory entity where problems are. This is the reason. We have to show one fake entity. That fake entity will have all problems. Then only I am Nitya Mukta. If the real entity ends up having any problem, then I am not Nitya Mukta. I have to wait for problems to go. Those problems which will go one day will come next day if you have good punya. The punyas are not very good, they will go within few hours. They will come back within few hours. So somehow within myself, I have to figure out this illusory entity, which other Mahatmas, they have, like Ramana Maharshi, they call it as Ahankara. You have to figure out there is a problem entity where problems are. That is distinct from me. I know how to stay separate from it. That is called moksha. I get carried away by the fake entity and its problems. Storm comes for 3 days. I don't know what is happening. Then somehow the storm is gone. I land somewhere on the ground and I realize what happened. Where did I lose my time? You have lost your life in this way. Forget about 3 days. That is why this adhyasa, abhasa siddhi and adhyasa siddhi, both are for this purpose. Otherwise, you will say this shloka, yes, I understood this shloka. But what is going on? Bigger picture has to be very clear. Te pratyaha na anya drishyah. Anyena sakshina na drishyah, na grahyah. Sakshina nitya siddhena na grahyah. Iti yadi evam bauddhaha vadanti. If this is what Buddhas say, tanmata varanam kim asti taducyatam. In their mata varanam kim asti. What is that by which we can refute their thinking? Taducyatam. Please tell that. Iti ukte swayuthyaha. Iti swayuthyaha ukte. When Swayuthya speaks in this way, tam prati aha. You should understand. Towards him, Acharya will say, bhava bhavau. Tesham pratyanam yau bhava bhavau utpatti vinashau. Sata swatah siddhena sakshina anyena na grahyau. You have to add na there. Sakshina anyena na grahyau. The utpatti and vinasha, the arrival and departure of these pratyas, if they are not recognized by Swatah Siddha Sakshi, which is Sadrupa, Yadyapi. So Siddhanti says, okay, even if they don't accept some such Sakshi, Tathapi, Yasmin Pratyanam Bhava Bhavau. Where are the pratyas rising? Where are the pratyas falling? I say, in me, aham, soham. This pratyavijna you will have. Soham iti pratyavijna balat. तेषां ग्राहको अन्वयी स्थायी आत्मा सिद्ध्यति. So then at least you will be able to do this sthai kutastha atma siddhi, that the arrival and departure of these have to be known by some other sakshi, and that sakshi is different from these pratyas, is kutastha, is swata siddha, and that you can do on the strength of our anubhava, pratyabhijna, etc. Kim abhasa kalpanaya. Now the next question is, okay, then why do you need abhas? So evam swayutyena ukte naitavata bauddho varaitum shakyata iti dushayati. Siddhanti is telling swayuthya that even if you do this much siddhi, that if pratyas are there, you need sakshi. But chidabhasa siddhi you will not be able to do, and you will not be able to do their varanam. Bauddhanam varanam you cannot do. So evam swayuthyena ukte, even if the swayuthya comes up to this point, that sakshi has to be there. Etavata bauddho na varaitum shakyate. By this much alone, you cannot refute bauddha. Iti dushayati. So now you need more intellectual exercise, more thinking. Anvai grahakastesha mitye tadapi tat samam अचितित्वस्य तुल्यत्वा धन्यस्मिन् ग्राहके सति. अन्वयी ग्राहकस्तेषां वित्तेतदपि तत्समम् अचितित्वस्य तुल्यत्वा धन्यस्मिन् ग्राहके सति. तेषां ग्राहकः अन्वयी इति एतदपि तत्समम् अन्यस्मिन् ग्राहके सति अचितित्वस्य तुल्यत्वात्. तेषां ग्राहकः, तेषां प्रत्ययानां, their grahaka, if there is some grahaka, grahaka means the knower. And if that is anvayi, anvayi means which is present in all, whose anvaya is there throughout. If it is etad, if it is same as the pratyas, then अन्यस्मिन् ग्राहके सति अचितित्वस्य तुल्यत्वात्. Then that grahaka, even if it is different from the pratyas, it is jada. In that aspect, it will be same. In jadatva will be samana. Shloka only gives this much, but in Tika they have created vikalpas. So what Acharya is trying to say is this. If you say there is some other grahaka, is that grahaka jada or chaitanya? That anya grahaka, does it require another grahaka, or it itself is swata siddha? If it requires another grahaka, then there will be anavastha dosha. If it is swayam prakasha, then that is sakshi. That much siddhi we will be able to do. टीका एतदपि प्रत्यभिज्ञान सिद्धमपि ग्राहक रूपम तत्समम प्रत्यय समम जड़म एव इति अत्र हेतुमा। एतदपि प्रत्यभिज्ञान सिद्धमपि, दिस इज प्रत्यभिज्ञान सिद्धम. Pratyabhijna Siddham is that I had this thought earlier. Now I have some different thought. Then later that thought will also go and some other thought will come. So Pratyabhijnanam is I remember this was there. That is only possible if the knower is different from these pratyas, who is present all the time, who is Anvayi. Otherwise, how will you do Pratyabhijna? What is the shloka for Pratyabhijna? What is the Pratyabhijna definition according to Tarka Sangraha?
Tattadanta jnanam.
Tattedanta avagahi jnanam. Tatta and idanta avagahi jnanam. That jnanam where tatta and idanta. Tatta means that, idanta means now. What is the shloka for Pratyabhijnanam?
पाठस्य कस्यचित् वासमानस्य संप्राप्तं
तस्य आतस्य कस्यचित् पूर्वम् आसमानस्य साम्प्रतम्
सोऽयमित्यनुसन्धानं प्रत्यभिज्ञानमुच्यते.
सोऽयमित्यनुसन्धानं प्रत्यभिज्ञानम्. This is Pratyabhijna. Bhatasya kasyachit purvam. Purvam kasyachit bhatasya. Bhata means shining, known. Bhata means jnata, see, simple. Bhasamanasya sampratam. Sampratam means idani. Now it is bhasamana. Soyam, this is the same. Soyam iti anusandhanam. This is called Pratyabhijnanam. So this Pratyabhijnana Siddhi requires some sthayi entity. Grahaka Rupam Tat Samam Pratyaya Samam. If it is Pratyaya Samam, Jadam eva iti atra tatra hetumaha achititvasya iti. Second uttarardha is where what is given. Achititvasya iti. Now he explains in Tika Ayam Arthana. प्रत्यय ग्राहकः अप्रकाशः स्वप्रकाशो वा. This प्रत्यय ग्राहक is aprakash or swaprakash. Means this entity which knows the pratyas, is it swaprakash or aprakash? Adyam pratyah achititvasya iti. Anyasmin grahake sati. So if it is achiti, means it is jada. Anyasmin grahake sati grahaka koti patitatvena jadya apariharat swayam api asiddha katham pratyanam grahaka ityartha. Anyasmin grahake sati. If that entity is known to something else, it is also grahaka koti patitatvena. It is grahaka, but anyasmin grahaka. Grahake sati grahaka koti patitatvena jadya apariharat. It is like you say buddhi vritti. Buddhivritti knows the state of Indriyas, like Chakshuradi. But Buddhivritti itself is known by Sakshi. So even though it is Grahaka, it itself is known by some other entity. Therefore it has Jadatvam, Jadya Apariharat. Swayam api asiddha. Therefore it itself becomes asiddha. Then that asiddha vastu katham pratyanam grahaka ityartha. अथवा अन्यस्मिन् ग्राहके असति. Instead of saying grahake sati, he says अन्यस्मिन् ग्राहके असति. स्वतः सिद्धे साक्षिणी अविद्यमाने प्रत्यभिज्ञा ग्राहकस्य अपि अचितित्वस्य तुल्यत्वात् ग्राहकत्व असिद्धिरित्यर्थः. Let's say there is no other grahaka for it. Swata siddha sakshi is not present. Swata siddhe sakshini avidyamane. Pratyabhignya grahakasya api achititvasya. Pratyabhignya grahaka, the one who knows pratyabhignanam, pratyabhignya grahakasya api, if that is also jada achititvasya tulyatvat, then grahakatva asiddhi. There is no other grahaka. So the first case is if there is a grahaka which itself is jada, which is known by some other entity, then there is no difference between this grahaka and the pratyas. They are same. And if there is no other grahaka, anyasmin grahake asati, swata siddha sakshi is not present, avidyavane, then how will I know this pratyavijnanam? Pratyavijna grahakasya api achititvasya tulyatvat. It is also jada. Grahakatva asiddhi. Means there is no grahaka. Basically, pratyas will not be known. So this second case is more like how Bauddhas they have. There is no other grahaka. There is no other swata siddha sakshi. In itself, the pratyaya has how will you know that they are existing? So, no grahaka is there, but pratyavijna grahakasya api achititvasya tulyatvat. Pratyavijna grahanam itself will not happen in that case. Here it is said pratyavijna grahakasya achititvat. It is also jada. So either there is no grahaka, or if that grahaka is there, whether it is swayam prakasha or paraprakasha. If it is paraprakasha, there will be anavastha dosha. And if it is swaprakasha, then dvitiye swaprakashasya sakshino nirvikaratva abhasa siddhiriti drashtavyam. In the second case, swaprakasha sakshi nirvikara, nirvikaratva abhasa siddhi. Nirvikaratva chaitanya siddhi will happen. If you say that grahaka is swaprakasha. But there are people who say, I don't mind accepting sakshi, let us say. But why chidabhasa? See, swaprakashe sakshini asati pratyanam bhava bhava asiddhi chet. Okay. Tarhi sakshi sanidhya matrena eva tat siddhehe कृतम आभास अभ्युपगमेन इति शंकते. स्वप्रकाशे साक्षिणी असति. If there is no स्वप्रकाश साक्षी, प्रत्यानाम भावाभाव siddhi will not happen. So for that siddhi, because I know them, their arrival, departure, etc., भावाभाव सिद्धिश्चेत असिद्धिश्चेत, therefore साक्षी I will accept. तर्हि साक्षी सान्निध्य मात्रेण एव तत्सिद्धेः. by साक्षी सन्निधि मात्रेण bhava bhava siddhi will happen. Tat siddhi means bhava bhava siddhi. Then kritam abhasa abhyupagamena. Kritam means vyartham, nishphalam. Abhasa abhyupagamena svikritena kritam vyartham. There is no point in accepting some chidabhasa. Iti shankate. Adhyakshasya samipe tu siddhi syaditi chenmatam. नाध्यक्षेनुपकारित्वा तन्यत्रापि प्रसंगतः. अध्यक्षस्य समीपे तु सिद्धिः स्यादिति चेन्मतं. नाध्यक्षे नुपकारित्वादन्यत्रापि प्रसंगतः. अध्यक्षस्य समीपे तु सिद्धिः स्यात् इति मतं चेत् न अध्यक्षे इति मतं चेत् न अध्यक्षे अनुपकारित्वात्. वन हेतु. अन्यत्रापि प्रसंगतः, सेकंड हेतु. Now अध्यक्ष शब्द primarily should be used for Atma. According to Vedanti, this Atma is Sakshi. But according to Mimamsakas or other like Nyaya Vaisheshika, Atma Shabda Vyavahar they do for Ahankara. This much you know, correct?
Yes, Swami.
Yes, Swamiji.
Because when they say Atma, they are actually referring to Ahankara. But according to them, there is no separate thing. There is Ahankara, which is Atma. But we don't accept that. So this Adhyaksha discussion now is going to start. In next few shlokas, at least you will see Adhyaksha Shabda. This Adhyaksha for Vedanti is Sakshi. For them, it is something else. So we will say that something else cannot be Adhyaksha, cannot be Atma. Okay. Sakshi Sannidhya Matrena Eva Tat Siddhehe. In the proximity of Sakshi itself, Pratyaya Bhava Bhava will happen. Okay. So now you see in the shloka how it is given. Adhyakshasya Samipe. Adhyaksha means Sakshi, Atma. In the proximity of Atma, Siddhi is Syat. Siddhi means Pratyanam Bhava Bhava Siddhi. The arrival and departure of Pratyas, their Siddhi will happen. Iti matam chet. Means this Paksha says, Sakshi is there, okay. Forget about Chidabhasa. Siddhanti says, no. Adhyakshe anupakaritvat. Adhyaksha means in Atma, there is no upakara. Means Atma does not have anything which will increase or decrease when a pratyaya becomes known or is unknown, or its arrival and departure, let us say. When pratyaya comes, what will increase in Sakshi? Will there be any gain in Sakshi?
No.
No.
If the pratyaya goes, also Sakshi will not change. Then in that case, how will you know whether Sakshi has known something or not? If the Sakshi has to know something, somewhere a mark has to be there. Yes, I know something came, now it has gone in this way. This check mark, Sakshi won't do, because Sakshi is, according to us, this Adhyaksha is Kutastha Nirvikara. Kutastha Nirvikara cannot register arrival departures of pratyas, of buddhivritti. So you need some other entity which is going to check mark. Yes, I know the thought came. Yes, it has gone like this. So all the check marking, the modifications will happen in that entity. And the illumination is done by the Sakshi. So in this way, some arrangement has to be there. So this is why this Abhasa and Adhyasa between Atma and Chidabhasa, both these concepts will go together. Means you see what is happening inside. It is so complex. When you enter into this, then only you understand the complexity of darshan. Na, Siddhanta says. Why Adhyaksha Anupakara? In Adhyaksha, there is no Upakara. Nothing gets added in Adhyaksha. Nothing reduces of Adhyaksha. And if you say, no, actually something happens in Adhyaksha, in Sakshi, then that Sakshi is all-pervading. So then, Anyatrapi Prasangataha. Anyatra, elsewhere also, this Pratyaya Sakshitvam will come. See the Tika. Tatra Vaktavyam. Kim Sakshi Sandhana Matram Pratyaya Siddhi Hetuhu Kim va Tadkrita Vishesha Yogo Api Iti Tatra Dvitiyam Tavad Dushayati. Tatra Vaktavyam, there you have to say Kim Sakshi Sandhana Matram Pratyaya Siddhi Hetuhu. Sandhanam means Sannidhi. The proximity of Sakshi itself is Pratyaya Siddhi Hetu, or Kimva Tatkrita Vishesha Yogo Api. Some Vishesha will happen because of the presence of Sakshi. Iti. Tatra Dvitiyam Tavad Dushayati. Na. Means Vishesha cannot happen in Sakshi, because Sakshi is incapable of this. That is what he said. Nirvikare adhyakshe upakaritva anirupanat ityartha. In Nirvikara adhyaksha, means in Sakshi Kutastha, which is Nirvikara, upakaritva is not possible. It cannot have any upakara, means it gaining something and then it losing something. Nothing will happen in Sakshi. Why? It is Nirvikara adhyaksha. Then he says, Pathantare adhyaksha sakshi. Pathantara means in a different way if you think that adhyaksha is, as I said, adhyaksha of the Purva Pakshi, who doesn't accept Sakshi as different entity. Their adhyaksha is Sakshiya, is Ahankara. Adhyakshe Sakshiye Ahankaradau Anupakaritvat Upakara Pada Vachya Atishaya Ajanakatvad ityartha. So, according to the other matam, in the Sakshiya, the known ahankara, ahankaradau, anupakaritvad, there is no upakara done in that. Means upakara padavachya atishaya ajanakatva. Upakara is what? Producing atishaya. Atishaya means chidabhasa. Chidabhasa will not be produced according to other mata. This line, this Pathantare part, is actually not in the context. Because in the shloka, Adhyaksha means Sakshi Kutastha. That is the mata. In Anand Giriji's Tika, this part is not there at all. Pathantare part. Because there is no commentary related to this reading. So Pathantara is not there in the Mukhya Mata. This Pathantara would be there in some aside reading. But others do understand Ahankara as Adhyaksha. That is there. So this Adhyakshe Ahankaradau, that part is keeping in mind the other Darshanikas who do not accept Sakshi. I mean, who do not accept Chidabhasa. Even if they end up accepting Sakshi, Chidabhasa they don't want. So this Upakara happening in Ahankara, that they don't want. Prathamam dushayati. Prathamam is Sakshi Sandhana Matram Pratyaya Siddhi Hetu. Anyatrapi. He says if Sakshi Sandhana Matra Pratyaya Siddhi Hetu will happen, Sakshinaha Purnataya Sarvatra Sada Sannidhya Avisheshat. Sakshi is Purna, it is all pervading, is present everywhere. Then see the point. Anyatrapi Kashtha Loshtadinam api Siddhi Prasangadityartha. Tell me, what did you understand by this? Kashtha means wood, Loshtha means clay. Kashtha Loshtadinam api Siddhi Prasangat. See what he is saying. Vrittis are jada. Sakshi, if it is illumining jada vritti, without producing Chidabhasa in jada vritti, if you accept, then Sakshi will illumine Kashtha, Loshta also, they are also jada. What is the difference between Antakarana vritti and jada like a piece of wood or a stone, etc.? The Bheda is, we, according to Vedanti, we say there is Chidabhasa formation in vritti, but there is no Chidabhasa in wood or the wall, etc. Why there is Chidabhasa difference? Formation is in one place, not in the other. So we say because this is Atyanta Vishuddha, Sattva Guna Sampanna, etc. Antakarana, but not the other. If you don't accept Chidabhasa, then the Chaitanya, as much as it is associated or it is present to know the presence and absence of the pratyas, vrittis, it will also know the kashtha, loshta, their vikara, etc. Then there is no pramata needed. So this is Pratibhimbavada and Avachedakavada or Avachedavada. If you don't accept Pratibimba of Atma somewhere, you will not be able to explain how something becomes known. Sureshwaracharya ji, instead of using the word Pratibimba, he exactly used the word what Bhagavan Bhashyakar has used, Abhasa. So his Vada is Abhasa Vada. Vivaranacharya or Padmapadacharya ji and later mainly Vivaranacharya ji used the word Pratibimba Vada. Hamatikar has used the word Avachcheda Vada. This actually exactly is the Khandanam of Avachcheda Vada here. काष्ठलोष्ठादीनामपि सिद्धि प्रसंगात् इत्यर्थः। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांतिः शांतिः शांतिः। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांतिः शांतिः शांतिः।